of commentary on sport. Everyone's getting into it. The All Blacks is the leading candidate, so if they're doing it, the rest of us are doing it too. And we've got a great team down here and getting all the equipment ready, so you can look forward to a whole lot more games live streamed for wherever device you've got.
Absolutely, and a big thanks to our Sportsafe official sponsors of the ARL Nines, and also Ctas, our official live stream supplier. And we're not just doing the Nines, we're doing SAS Fox Memorial, we're doing the Crown Lift Trucks Sharman Cup, along with the College Rugby League, and of course Farrelly Photos Women in Leagues tournament. A lot of initiatives around covering as much sports as possible, and is that something that the ARL Board of Directors has been focusing on?
Yep, one of the many things we're focused on, but it's bringing the game to the people wherever they are, and Troy and his team are going to be very busy in 2018.
Okay, Greg, look, thanks very much for your time, mate. I'll let you get back to the Nines, and Corey, back to you, mate, with the action as the ball comes back to the halfway mark.
Yeah, blink and you miss it. There's been a try for the Mangere East Hawks, so they have scored. The conversion not successful, so they'll get back underway. And it will be off the boot of the number 6, Eturu Lima.
So we're certainly getting into the hottest part of the day, a wee bit of heat out there now. Mangere East, Corey, don't seem to have a lot of big units out there, so they should be doing okay. And there's a couple of big Waitemata Seagulls players, and I think I've checked over on their bench there. You can see them just about filling up the whole of the great ball.
Yeah, nice play here from the Waitemata Seagulls, who have broken down the right here. Steps back inside. Good cover tackle, though, from the Mangere East centre, Morgan Salisi. Now into dummy half for the Seagulls. Leatoa shifts play on now, back towards the sticks here. Excellent line run there, and that is going to be Waitemata's opening try. They hit back via Seosefo Fainu, and that will do the job. And my apologies earlier, I called the Mangere East 5'8" the wrong name. Of course, Limoni playing in the number 6 jersey for the Mangere East team. As we scramble to get things together here as we head towards the playoffs. So,
yeah, just looking at the body sizes again, you know, we sort of talked about that. There's been Hibiscus Coast Raiders, you know, have done really well with the live and the speed and the size of their frames, you know, going around in this heat. Waitemata Seagulls got a few big units here, and it was great that they replied so early. And it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds over the the remainder of the game, because it's certainly getting quite hot out there now, mate.
So kick off the post, which means scores remain locked at 4 points apiece. And we are working to bring you a ladder update. What we know is that the Mount Albert Lions appear to be all but through. The Point Chevrolet Pirates are looking pretty good, and teams in the hunt include the Hibiscus Coast Raiders, Glenora Bears, Otahu Leopards, and a couple of others as well. So we will try and bring you a concrete ladder update as the day goes on, but in the meantime, Salisi fields the kick. A little bit of a goose step there. Looks to take him on early. Met by a 2-man tackle from the Waitemata Seagulls.
The Mangere East Hawks, sponsored by Burger King, slowly grinding it out from their half. Great little dart from dummy half. Great run on ball.
Salisi breaking down the left. Taken eventually. Now Connor Brown into dummy half.
Getting ready to shift it back to the right-hand side.
Howie Brown misses one out. Comes to the middle now. A little bit of a step from Limoni, who's met in a physical tackle there. The ball looked like it may have bobbled. All good. Play on is the call. Connor Brown now darts out of dummy half, now looking to bring his wide man onto the ball. And the ball comes down, and the old Sportsafe flag takes a bit of a hiding there as well, Troy.
Yeah, well, Sportsafe sideline flags don't hit back. All the Bruce Lee fans out there, they know what we're talking about, the old Enter the Dragon. And if you have a remark or you're wanting us to ask a question, don't forget we're on the Auckland Rugby League Facebook, and the live stream's been brought to you by the ARL on www.aucklandleague.co.nz.
So back to the action now, the Seagulls working it out. Nice little play back inside there. up over the 40, just on halfway. And they shuffle the ball out towards the right edge. Up over halfway, second phase here. This is dangerous. Now the Seagulls into a little bit of space. Footwork inside, 40 metres out from the line. Waitemata now on the attack. Handed off to the big fella.
There's a number of them.
The 14.
Great ball.
Falcuffa, lovely ball into a gap there. He's gone pretty close to the line. We're going to wait for confirmation. It's going to be a knock-on. So Mangere East dodge a bullet there. Howie Brown to play it right up against his own line. See Mangere East in the Flash Burger King kits. And we've got a stoppage here, a little bit of a head knock, I think. He was grimacing straight away, and the head's probably hit the ground. Troy, you alluded to it earlier, the ground very hard out here. Any knock like that's going to hurt.
It'll certainly slow you up. It looks like he's shaking it off, though. Referee saying put it on the ground.
So let's have a listen to the referee here, Troy, because I think he's sending him off for a head check.
Yeah, I think that had something to do with the head knock. The trainer's taking him off to the side, and it's...
So good refereeing from our middle, Sam Davis. Player safety first, and back to it we go. Mangere East now working it out from 20. Howie Brown, footwork from Howie Brown. Steps through, breaks, gets a lovely offload away, and it breaks down. Unfortunately, it was lovely work there from the talented young playmaker. And now Waitemata straight back on the attack. End-to-end stuff here at Stanmore Bay. Waitemata take it forward.
A couple of little fellas out here on the wing.
Back out towards this right edge now.
Good effort, mate. He's held on to him, and he's getting thrown around.
He's still going.
Yeah.
He might need half the team by the end of it, but eventually they take him down. Falcuffa, the big fella in the 14. Masoi feeds it back to the middle. That's a try. Breaks the initial tackle and goes over next to the post. And that is the number 16 for Waitemata, Dominic Fulumu.
The young winger there, Corey, number 5 for Mangere East.
So a nice try there for Waitemata. They take the lead in this one. Kick to come from in front. Looks like it's going to be the fullback, Leota, to attempt and sends it over. So 10 points to 4. Waitemata lead over Mangere East. About a minute to go in this first half.
Yeah, no, I was just saying the young winger there, number 5 for Mangere East.
Yeah, Samuel Lauhingoa.
Yeah, he was. I think Tasha will be buying him a big Whopper burger. I mean, he certainly held his own there. He was boxing well above his weight.
Yeah, and actually not a huge team, this Mangere East team, by any stretch of the imagination. Well and truly outsized, I would say, by this Waitemata team, who are one of the bigger in the comp. And some Giants living out west. Now R4 gets in on the action. He's been impressive today. In the headgear. Marches up towards halfway, steals a couple more metres. Connor Brown. Howie Brown now on the ball. Look out for the step. Powerfully built as well, and he's bent over there, Howie Brown, and that didn't look good.
Yeah, there's a little break in play. Referee, if we can pick up some audio. Excuse the rail shot there, but we're just trying to zoom in to make sure that that player is okay. It looked like it was an awkward tackle. He went back against his momentum of play, and he's walking that off. He looks like he's going to be okay, Corey.
Yeah, good to see him up on the feet there. Howie Brown got bent over in nasty fashion on that tackle, but I think that is going to take us to the half-time break, with both teams now heading off to the sheds. So it is the Waitemata Seagulls who lead 10 points to 4 over the Mangere East Hawks as we count down towards playoff time here at the Auckland Rugby League Sportsafe Nines.
What do you got, Corey? Oh, because you called time off, he's saying this. Okay, I'll come to you. Yeah. Anything? No? What is it? Yeah. Look anything? Looking for anything?
Boys, one more game after this, and that's the end of pool play, and we've got a break. Okay, because I know you need to have a break. Okay, all good. Feeling me? I love you. One more game, and then you can get off the microwave and have a break.
Sorry, I took the touch when you said we said. You want to add 42 seconds? Up to you. You're the boss. What is it? Yes, you're on the side. I'll ask you and I'll wait till I hear from you. Then game is good or game is over. Then I'll wait for you. Are you happy with that, sir?
Sportsafe, obviously a growing business. You're now looking at franchising. Tell us a little bit about what's driven that, Mark.
Sure. Our customer base is getting bigger and bigger every year, and the demand for our services is growing to an extent where we feel that it's better to have an owner-operator in a van and get a relationship going in their area for the schools and recreation centres and etc. that they're going to be looking after, to develop a real personal approach to keep their communities in a safer state with someone who lives nearby. It has a lot more meaning, I think, to anybody in a community if they're using a local person who they can develop a personal relationship, and that's driven the idea of franchising out the Sportsafe model.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2018 Sportsafe ARL Nines. So we interrupt story time with Troy Hardy to get back to the rugby league action.
I'm only looking forward to the next game where the Howard Hornets come out and we might see the elusive Sully Unasa.
And for those who don't know the background to that joke, Sully, of course, the partner of ARL Comms officer Tali Anderson. Just for a little bit of context on that one, Troy.
Yes, and no, he's looking to play this year, and he's been training with the Howard Hornets. We went to go and see him play the match against Ipswich, and I think it went like 5 sets of 6, and I don't think he touched the ball.
You leave Sully alone. Let's get back to the action here. Waitemata, get us back underway, and here we go. And it's Mangere East with a little bit of work to do. Straight into it they go. Starting with the carry from the back. It's the number 1, Kalimoni Fina.
That's me. Yeah, no, he got off there, got out of that pretty well. Great run.
So sending the big boys at them here, and you feel like that's probably the best way Mangere East get back into this game. He's still fighting here. Excellent work. Eventually going to be taken down, I think. Eventually does get there. Polumu involved in the tackle. They spread the ball now, giving it to Mir. Out the back they go. Nice short ball there. Lovely play from Mangere East. Second phase everywhere. Still going here as they march up towards the 20-metre line. 20 out from the line. Limoni hands it off now. They got numbers on the left. Surely they score. He's blowing it. Pass at the ground. Not the easiest to pick up. But I think we may have a penalty for inside the 10 or something. It's going to be a Mangere East penalty. So they dodge a bullet there. It would have been a little embarrassing to have blown that big overlap they had out there on the left. But straight back into it they go. Here we go, Mangere East.
He went very close. They've certainly got out of the blocks hard and fast in this half.
And knock on in the play of the ball, and that is going to die off for the Mangere East Hawks there. So disappointing end to the set.
Just on the Hawks, Corey, we were out there a couple of weeks ago, and massive developments happening with their club rooms out there. So big ups to Tash and her team. I think we're going to see something special from the Mangere East Hawks and their club rooms, their new facilities over the 2018 season.
Yeah, pretty amazing building, really, isn't it? In terms of the certainly the catering setup there, and the ability to host events, not just rugby league, but all sorts of sports events, conferences. So a big shout out to the Mangere East team who have done years of hard work to get here. We did go out there, so keep an eye on aucklandleague.co.nz for a story on that over the next few weeks. In the meantime,
check out the new Hawks nest.
Let's get back onto the field, and it is the Seagulls now in possession after surviving a bit of a scare down that end of the field. Little chip and chase, but I don't think anything much is going to come of that because they're well set up for it, Mangere East. And at the back, Fa'asavala cleans it up just short of halfway now. The Hawks go on the attack. Junior R4 takes it forward 40 metres out from the line. Slow play the ball.
She's really warm out there now.
So going side to side here, the Mangere East Hawks looking for gaps, but Waitemata at this stage holding strong. Good carry forward there. Ball has spilt out though, and Waitemata survived that one again. So the Seagulls staying in this one via their defence, which has been desperate. It's been consistent throughout this game. And now the Seagulls rucking it out. Errors starting to creep into this one now. Perhaps a little bit of fatigue come the end of the day. We've got a penalty there. I think it's inside the 10. So this will help the Seagulls. A bit of a piggyback out of trouble.
And they've spent a bit of time down here in their half. I'm just having a quick look back on the scoreboard there.
They failed to find touch, you wouldn't believe it.
Oh, really?
A comedy of errors.
They haven't had a lot of ball in this half, so most of it's been all one-way traffic with the Hawks. And as a young, small team, you know, they've certainly got a lot of petrol in the tank. They just keep running, and here's another one. And he
Straight
split the
through,
gap
and they're
gone.
not going to stop him. So that is a try to Nicholas Halalilo.
And just having a look at the body language of some of our Waitemata Seagulls. And some of them don't even want to walk back to the try line there and watch the kick on that one. They're just coming straight back down to get into formation. And look, to be fair, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long day down here. We kicked off at 10 o'clock. They've had a lot of games back to back. You know, there's been 12 teams down here in the pool play. And it's certainly getting very hot out there now as we get into the later part of the afternoon.
So Mangere East with the try and the conversion tie things up at 10 points apiece. We wait for our scoreboard to be updated. There we go. So game on.
A little break in the traffic, so wait for the balls to come back.
So back to it we go. The short kickoff is going to come back here. So starting to get a little bit stop-start this one as that fatigue really creeps in. Mangere East play the ball now. Looks up, goes out of dummy half there. The number 2 for the Hawks, Kapaga. Play back inside now. They're looking threatening out here on the edge, but it's put down. And that is really unfortunate because they were in there with the Mangere East Hawks. And it was Whangupo who just couldn't quite reel it in. And another penalty here. So Troy, the penalty is really starting to, I guess, compound here. Probably a little bit of lack of discipline as the fatigue sets in.
Yeah, and that's normally happens, you know, towards the later part of the day after guys have been playing, you know, through from early morning. And as we see Waitemata Seagulls now trying to break out of their half, and this may well be the first time during this session, and he's a fantastic run down that right-hand side edge.
It's going to be hard to stop, isn't he? Keeps going right down.
He's chewed up a few metres there. He'd be loving that. Now we just need a bit of shape out here on the left. Let's see what they can do.
So the Seagulls now turn play back to the middle of the park. That is a huge carry up the middle of the field by the big prop forward, Likasa. As they come now out to this left edge, Waitemata, what have they got? Stepping up.
Great chop tackle there.
Good legs tackle, as you mentioned, Troy, on Leatoa. Now they dart out of dummy half. They go short side. He's going to get over. He's very close. I think it was short and then held up. Wait for confirmation from our referee. And held up is the call indeed. So they're very close here. Other Seagulls, it could be the killer blow at this point of the game. About 3 minutes remaining in the match. It's Colio to play it. 10 metres out from the line. Back to the middle they
shame.
go, and Lacasa, I think it was, puts it down, and now Mangere East now with the chance to counter-attack. How brave are they? Perhaps too brave. They throw the ball straight back to the Seagulls, and is picked up there by the Waitemata centre, Whainu.
There's the strapping 5.
So back on the attack here, and at what point do you start thinking field goal? Remember, this could be crucial in terms of playoff implications inside the 10 there.
Well, I'm struggling to think of seeing a field goal today, and we've been using some of them for conversion kicks.
That's right. So Leatoa to play the ball. The big fella's lining up. Look out, Mangere East. Here he comes. Takes it forward. Lacasa into the heart. Gets the offload away, and I think it's all good. We wait for confirmation from our referee, who points to the spot, and that is a try to William Leatoa. And it comes off an excellent carry from big Lacasa, who takes it to the line, gets the offload out the back door, and from there, his little fullback just has to fall over the line. So advantage Seagulls with about a minute and a half to go here at the 2018 Sportsafe ARL Nines.
Been a fabulous day down here, and we know that some people do work on a Saturday, and if you are coming to the end of your shift, the end of your selling day, working day, retail day, whatever it may be, if you're in the neighbourhood, come down and join us. We've got the finals to go through yet. The bar is open. Refreshments are here on site. There's the coffee machine. Come and join us at the Sportsafe ARL Nines.
So siren goes in the background, which suggests this will be the last play of the game. Mangere East needs something huge here. One play could be vital in terms of whether or not they're playing playoff footy. They're going to spread it. Look wide to the right. Holding play up now, just waiting for a little gap to open up. Now they come back towards the left edge. A little kick comes through. It's bounced up. Ball is loose now. Waitemata, surely they die on the ball here, and it's all over. He's going to break through here is Leatoa. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Waitemata Seagulls hold on for a 16-10 victory over the Mangere East Hawks in the latest game here at the Sportsafe ARL Nines. We're back in a few minutes to bring you the next game.